Brother Knowledge, Brother Knowledge. I figured I was just going to keep the music rocking until I saw somebody pop in and say hello. What's good with you, brother? How's the weather in Lynchburg City? We had some ridiculous rains here yesterday. Good. Yeah, it's warm here too. Muggy after all that rain drop. But it's all good. I'll take rain over snow any day, brother. Any day. It's hard to move in both, but you really can't move in snow. So, brother, we about 24 hours after the verdict, and I've seen a lot of fuckery. Just gotta be honest. I didn't think that people would be so joyous over Derek Chauvin getting 22 years. But we have people that they feel victorious out here. And how do you feel victorious in a space that you watch somebody get killed? Literally, you watch the life go out of somebody's body. And I'm sorry, I'm an eye for an eye. You took a life, I believe we should have the death penalty. I know some people don't believe that, but the way he took a life, he should have his life taken out. I believe crime fits the crime. We'll never go back to that in this country. I realize that. And they'll probably end up getting rid of the death penalty at some point because they don't see it as humanly, or humane, I'm sorry. How y'all come to that conclusion now? How come you didn't come to that conclusion hundreds of years ago? So, well, if you watch George Floyd with Derek Chauvin's knee on it, you have watched somebody die. What's happening, Free? So many people are joyous right now. So many people are feeling really good. I didn't see Sue's check in there. Sue got in there? What's up, Shell? Oh, Sue was actually right in there with you, Knowledge. I didn't see her. My fault. What's happening, Sue? Sue be checking in early. I like that. As we continue to grow, as we continue to build. And before I get too deep into this motherfucker, I want to thank the brothers of BTP for reaching back to me. I reached out today and, just built on a subject, man, that I think is so important for me going forward. I don't want to be out here just random and reckless, and I thought I got something, going where I was calling things the black watch, because I'm a black man and I watch shit, and we got to put things in motion for people. I needed something for people to be able to kind of glean to, something to hold on to. But, we got peasants out in this bitch. And it's unfortunate that we got peasants out in this bitch. So when you deal with peasants, you either going to pay attention to them and get caught up with them, or you're going to leave them peasants where they are. And I'm going to leave them peasants where they are. Sister Shanna, so good to have good family in here with me. I need about 50 good family members every video and 3 trolls. Because we bring them 3 trolls in here, we get their ass tightened up real good. But yeah, the brothers from BTP, I respectfully reached out to them because I really revere what they say. These brothers literally did the work. And they got the information that everybody needs, whether they think they need it or not. They've got the information that everybody needs. And as y'all know, I've been struggling. I've been fighting back and forth, trying to get rid of this black moniker, I mean, we was riding there for a minute with the whole ADOS, with that number sign in front of it. But, that didn't really work out for everybody. And I was good with saying that I was ADOS. But, at this point, I'm not good with saying that I'm ADOS. I mean, I know that I am a descendant, but I'm not a descendant of slavery. I'm a descendant of freedmen. Granville Rowley, 1874 was when he was born. That's my great-grandfather. So, I got shit happening already inside of me as a freedman. So I figure, why not embrace who I am? Why not embrace what I am? And I'm a freedman. So, we will officially, I'll be getting right back on the computer at some time today, and I will be changing the name of Black Watch Media to Freedman Media. It's necessary. It's so necessary. And anybody that chooses to jump in on that, go ahead and let them. But you better be coming with the right shit. Because everybody that wants to talk about this Black Watch shit ain't coming with the right shit. So, I am a freedman. And I'm in this media space. So if I'm going to be in this media space, I might as well be corrected. I will be checking with Haps to see if I can actually change my handle on Haps from the Village Voice to Freedman Media. Absolutely. We got to wash our hands of the bullshit. We got to wash our hands of the bullshit. If that was for me. Freedman Media. Let's put an E on that. Freedmen, not freedman, freedmen. Simply because I'm talking about all encompassing. And when I say men, I'm not just talking about males. I'm talking about women as well. Mankind includes male and female. See, we ain't gonna get all off into how many fucking genders there are. There's a man and there's a woman. And together, we're talking about mankind, will be plural, be men. So it'll be freedmen. Freedman Media. Absolutely. But everybody else want to get into all that other bullshit. That's another video. That's another debate. But it ain't got shit to do with Freedman Media. That's where I'm at. So now that I got that out the way and we'll get all that changed, let's talk about why people are so happy about Derek Chauvin getting 22 years. Seeing that I just heard that he could be out in 10 with good behavior. Kick that knowledge. It's a man's world, but we wouldn't be shit without a woman. We wouldn't be shit without a woman. Y'all got to understand where I'm at mentally, where the space that I'm in mentally right now. I'm really not giving a fuck, but I don't have time, to give negativity my energy. Everything's got to be positive from this point on. Everywhere I move's got to be positive. It ain't always going to work out the way I want it to. There's a big difference between things being positive and things working out the way I want them to. But what I can control, oh yes. Oh yes. $15. See, I don't know. I don't know. Let me explain something to you. I asked Sister Kim, had she vetted that post she put up, because somebody had put up that he's up for parole in 10. I don't know anybody. I haven't seen anything in writing, and I didn't see her respond to that. But it says he's up for parole in 10, basically doing half the sentence, and then he would be up for parole with good behavior. I don't know this to be true. I know he got a sentence of 15 years, and he only got that other 7.5 because of the aggravated nature in which the judge saw, I mean, he basically didn't have no regard for George Floyd. No regard. None. So the judge gave him that extra 7.5. But can he be out in 10 years? I don't know. At this point, I don't even give a fuck because I'm really not looking for him to last 10 months, let alone 10 years. I need him to put him in Gen Pop in a real state prison and let things take its course. I need nature to take its course with Derek Chauvin in Gen Pop. And I tell you, if he makes it through a year, I don't want to ever hear nothing about a motherfucker in jail, how tough he is. Because if that motherfucker can walk the streets in the prison system, shit, we dead. We just dead as a people. He should be the first to go. He should be the first to go. And he got them federal charges pending. We don't know what's going to come with that. Is that going to work concurrently or is that going to work consecutively? See, soon as his time's up statewide, maybe they'll attach the federal shit to him. I don't need them running shit concurrently. Give him 22 years and have him get out at the same motherfucking time. No, attach his Fed time right after he does his state time. Attach the Fed time. If he gonna live, let him live behind bars. I'd prefer to not have him live, but I ain't got no control of it. CNN legal analyst said he'd do 15 more than likely and he'd be done. Okay. 15 in a general population prison. Not in a protected state. Put him in a Gen Pop prison and let these Fed charges get a hold of him. Because a federal prison can be just as dangerous as a state prison. And you got to do every day of that time. There won't be no, we got 22 and you do 15. No, they give you 22, you gonna do 22. I hope not. I absolutely hope not. Brother Tony D, what's good with you? I wish I could have got on there and broke bread with y'all this morning, brother. But I gotta stir them grits for that little girl. She can't have her grits sticking to the pot. And now I got her back eating eggs again, so her cheesy eggs gotta be right. So she demands a lot at 23 months. Took a week off and came back. She talking in 3-sentence fragments. She's saying thank you like a grown up. She, it's a beautiful thing. She's just getting so big so fast. But I appreciate you. Absolutely. Absolutely. Go hang out with your seed, brother. I'll be on here a couple more times today as I'm slowing up my process from moving and I'm working on my phase 2, putting it together. So I'm going to jump on and off here. When I need a breather, that's where I'll breathe. I'll breathe right onto the half space. I had to get everything lined up. I got knocked off of YouTube, got knocked off of Facebook. I don't know what happened. I had a stream that nobody even see. I was just on halves. And then it was so bad that I just deleted it off of halves. I guess the shit reset and I had to redo all my subscriptions and everything with the platforms. But it's all good. We getting it together. Friedman Media is coming. Friedman Media is coming. Get with my graphic designer on Monday. Yeah, I already got an idea that I need him to bring to light. I need him to bring to light. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy. So, why are people happy Once again, we've got a situation where this is nothing to celebrate. This is something to recognize, but it is not something to celebrate. Derek Chauvin getting 22 years is not a happy moment for us. Uh-oh, I got a praying mantis on my windshield wiper. I guess they like to tune into the Friedman media too. You never know who's listening. You never know who's looking, who's lurking. But I got praying mantis right here. We should have got live. We should have been talking about live. Was y'all happy that he got walked up out the courtroom without no handcuffs on? Y'all do know they gave him some food back there, right? They had him a meal back there and everything. Why the fuck didn't they put cuffs on him in front of the Floyd family? The Floyd family didn't get no justice yesterday. They got a verdict. Maybe if they could have seen him with cuffs put on him, on his ankles, on his wrist. He already had a mask on. They could have put that Hannibal Lecter motherfucker on him. See him walk out of there like an animal, just like the animal he treated George. And I got a lot to say about the Floyd family. Let me just be honest with you. I wasn't real happy with the Floyd family yesterday. Not one bit. I wasn't happy. First and foremost, I wasn't happy that they put his 7-year-old daughter on that TV to talk and ask her questions. To ask her maniacal ass questions like that. What are you going to do with your dad when you see him again? What? What would you want to tell your dad? What? What type of mentally damaging shit are you doing to this child? And who is her guardian now? And why would they let that happen? Why couldn't they have a family member just sitting there talking to her and they just have a conversation going and she just be able to talk a little bit about what she remembers about her daddy? What's up with all these structured questions for a 7-year-old? I ain't never seen a white 7-year-old have to answer no questions like that. I ain't never seen a white 7-year-old victim of a murdered individual have to answer questions like that. Why do they keep propping us up in front of the motherfucking TV to make us look like fools? Shit. And we go for it. We fall for it every fucking time. I don't know who that lady was asking her a question, Tim. I want to say that it had to be maybe some type of child psychologist or a caseworker, social worker or something, because she was at least halfway familiar with her, it seemed like. You know, but what's up with the FaceTiming and all that shit? I'm like, come on, man. Y'all couldn't be just sitting there and let her get her feelings out in any way, you know, while she playing with her dolls or whatever. What is she doing being interrogated like that? Yes, sir. I'm going to start checking out Cass when I'm cooking breakfast. A lot of times I'll look at some more shit, you know, and I can't play music while I'm cooking because when my baby hears music, she knows breakfast is ready. So that's our signal. I'll listen to podcasts. I'll listen to all types of little news and shit like that. But I won't play music until the breakfast is ready. When she hears music, she drops her toys, grabs her sippy cup, and she starts heading to the steps. So I don't listen to music. So I saw y'all on today. And I was like, you know what? Let me get on in here. Let me get in where I fit in. Sorry about that. I don't woke Siri's monkey ass up. Oh shit. Here, hold on a second. There we go. I don't know what that's about. I don't know. But yeah, I'm looking at oh, you put that up so fast, Sister Shanna? You put it up before I actually announced the Friedman media. But that's okay. This will be technically the last Black Watch video. We going right to Friedman Media right after this. We going right to Friedman Media, and you know I appreciate you 1,000, Sister Shanna. I appreciate all y'all 1,000. Y'all hold me down. Y'all share my videos. Y'all talk about my content in your circles. y'all why I keep doing what I need to do. We have a situation like Miss Tiffany Peters out here dealing with her 3 children being brutalized by 2 race soldiers. 2 of the neighboring kids who were not even black, who were brutalized by 2 race soldiers. Y'all held me down that night. Y'all held me down for about an hour and a half with Miss Peters. And we got some big things happening for Miss Peters soon here too. And when I say big things, I mean this story needs to get out. This exposure needs to get out. We got to get some traction before this July 9th hearing. That July 9th hearing should not happen. She should be able to pull out of that July 9th hearing because we need time. We need time to figure some things out. Besides, one of the miscreants hasn't even come to court yet. Why are we settling? Why are y'all getting this all done over with when you ain't even got both subjects in question at court? So we're gonna do this all over? No. We're not gonna make these kids go through this again. We're not gonna make this mother of 4 go through this again. Get that heifer in court so we can get this done amicably. There is ethnic intimidation. There is dangerous weapons. There's assault and battery. There's aggravated assault. We need to talk about that. And since this is her against them, I need to know why the city of Westland hasn't picked this up, why Wayne County hasn't picked this up. And maybe with the help of some of these news outlets and some of these brave souls who are in media and law enforcement to look at this, that's where we need to go. It's always a good day when you ain't got to pull that hammer out. People don't understand, because I look at these kids that pull hammers out just after saying hello. They don't fight. Well, first and foremost, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to talk. They can't settle a dispute. They can't settle a dispute with verbiage. Then they can't fight, so they immediately shoot. And now everybody's life has changed. You know, you can talk it out. Don't nobody know nothing. Y'all can have a fight. People might say something, this, that, and the other. But when you shoot something, everything changes. So yes, we got to figure out where we are with Miss Peters ASAP. And these news outlets, I mean, you already had a news outlet come out, interview her, do a full interview with her, and got shelved because of politics. Because of politics. Brother Ted, I appreciate you. Sister Tam, I appreciate you. This is a political move here. She had a lady who was in her corner when she was on city council. When she decided she'd run for mayor of Westland, she backed up off of her. See, that's a problem. How you gonna run for mayor as a black woman, and you got a black woman with a plight like this, and you don't have your campaign be undergirded by this? Getting rid of systemic hate, systemic racism in your town that you're running for mayor. What kind of mayor you gonna be if you don't even protect the citizens? And she's a citizen of Westland. Talking to Miss Tasha Green. Miss Tasha Green got to step up. She got to say why she was helping Miss Peters, and then when she decided to run for mayor, why she backed off. Was that politically driven? You don't have time for it no more? What's going on here? But yeah, they don't even have all the subjects in place. I don't even know how the court hearings have even been going on. You got one person, there were 2 parties, but you got one person to come into court. One you say has got a warrant out for their arrest, but you trying to settle on the 9th. You trying to settle on the 9th? There's been 3 court hearings, and they've been MIA every court hearing. You should have upped the ante every single time. Don't show up for court, give you a warning. Don't show up for court, warrant out for your arrest. Don't show up for court, suspend their driver's license. Suspend their driver's license, Now you not only got a bench warrant out, if she got anything in her name, a house, go to the house, get her. For license plates in her name, stop her. Why is that not happening? Because it would happen if she was black. Don't even wear their pants the right way. How can you fight anyone with your pants so damn low? I'm not even going to get into the logistics of that. Because I would think if you're foolish enough to actually have skinny jeans on and they sagging, it don't matter whether you pull them up or not anyway. You're wearing stockings. So you pull them up, and then what you got? You're wearing stockings. That's all that is. But we need to get this done systemically. Free, I appreciate you reaching out to the legals. Sister Tam, I appreciate you reaching out to the cameras and the microphones. I appreciate y'all sharing these videos. It's got to happen the right way. I believe there's something that's going to be going on in Westland. I'll let you know now, I have not committed to being there, but I did not deny the request because at some point, when things are in the right frame, I have no problem speaking the way I speak when necessary, where necessary, how necessary. Why? Because it's necessary. See, I ain't gonna just sit up in the car forever. I'm not gonna be in my little studio forever. And now that I got a new one and I got to build up, we out that old space. I got to get back out in the street like I was years ago. I've helped families before. But see, I didn't see it from the collective for so many years, and I didn't see people. And I'm sorry, I had kids to raise. So, I couldn't really be that social justice warrior trying to raise my kids. I missed a lot of marches, a lot of protests, a lot of this, a lot of that, just raising my kids. My daughters were 3-sport athletes for several years, played instruments, was in choir, and I didn't miss none of that shit. Oh, I know what you were saying, brother. You right. The reason there's so much of that bitch energy around is because there's so many children being raised without men in their lives. And then the mothers that are raising them, that's the way they get down. They think everything's got to go to some ridiculous extreme, and an extreme for a youngin is to grab the gun. So I'm not saying that these kids are doing what they're doing just on their own. They're doing it based on their upbringing. They're doing it based on their upbringing. And this isn't to shit on anybody as a parental figure, but it kind of is. You teach your kid how to rationalize and how to reason with the person simultaneously to you teaching them how to fight. You teach them how to defend themselves. Then you teach them how to strike. See, I never taught my kids to hit first. Somebody say something to you, knock their ass out. No, 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 no. Somebody say something to you, you say something back. I tried to de-escalate because I had girls. If I had had sons, it would have been a lot of kids that would have got beat up. I'm glad I had daughters. There would have been a lot of kids that got beat up if I had sons, because I'd have treated them differently. And I never wanted nobody to mess with their faces and scar them up. So I charged them the reason. But I said, here's the thing. If they start swinging, I taught them how to block and bop. Block and bop. And you should be done. If you connect flush, you should be done. You shouldn't have to do a whole lot. But if it get into some bullshit, always keep your hair away from them. Somebody grab your hair, they can take control real quick. My daughters had never had to really deal with that when they was younger. I used to get it in, didn't you, Brother Knowledge? Got some scars and some broken bones. I see you. I understand. You got war scars. You've been through the battles. I get it. But that's the main problem, is that these kids don't know how to talk. They don't know how to reason. They don't know how to fight. So they pull the hammer. Rest is history. Rest is history. But what happened yesterday? And I know at some point, because I didn't see anything last night, I'm sure it's got to come out soon. But he's got to be halfway hiding on some shit. Because now we done got a settlement. Now we done got a verdict. Now we done got sentencing. But we still don't have the George Floyd policing bill. You see how that bullshit was put out there? That was put out there. That was dangled out there months ago. Months ago. Let's see if I can get in here. Can I get in here? Did that go in there? There it is. Oh, I didn't figure out how to do it right on my video. There it is. Free beat me to it. That's exactly what's happening. Social media, television, rap music. Yeah, I'll give rap music a bad rap right now, because rap music is fucked up. Rap music is fucked up. Rap music on most scales is really trying to teach your kid how to be a criminal, a drug addict criminal. Oh, I'm sorry. That trial has gotten moved to next year, Sister Shanna. You must have not heard. That trial ain't gonna happen in the fall. That trial is getting moved to next year. That's what they had said, unless they done put it back. 3 Minneapolis officers. Yep, hold on a sec. I had it here somewhere. And where is that $20 bill? We still ain't seen that $20 bill. Where is that $20 bill that George had? Here we go. Trial for 3 ex-cops charged in Floyd's death pushed to March. The 3 The trial of 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged with aiding and abetting in the death of George Floyd will be pushed back to March 2022, in part to allow the publicity over the Derek Chauvin conviction to cool off, a judge ruled Thursday. Now, this was May 13th. Thomas Lane, Jay Kung, and Tu Tao were to face trial August 23rd on charges they aided and abetted both murder and manslaughter. So now they got pushed, and then they got the federal charges coming up with them, and then they got federal charges with Derek Chauvin. See, all this shit's gonna get ran in together, and some shit's gonna get lost in the milk. I just want to see the $20 bill. I want to see the fake $20 bill. And if George had a fake $20 bill, was he walking around with people that had a whole lot of fake money? How George just get a fake $20 bill? I want to see the $20 bill. I've never believed the story. Yeah, May 13th. May 13th is Stevie Wonder's birthday. I think Stevie Wonder might have been born on a Friday, too. Be born on a Friday. Friday the 13th, May 13th, and you blind. Uh-oh. What we got going? We got the sheriff. We got the sheriff, boy. They going. They moving, ain't they? Must be fresh apple fritters at the bakery. They ain't going to solve no crimes. What'd you say there, Tim? It's in the same place. All of the Brianna. I don't quite understand that. I missed something, maybe. Pull this now. What I do? How I lose the music? Who stopped the music? How's the stream then? Because the space that I'm sitting in right now is going to be a space that I'm going to be at for a while. Not just today, but for a while. And I'd like to be able to just start the streams here. But if it's not a good place for me to start the streams and work the streams, that's why I've sat here the whole time. How has the stream been? You know where I'm at, Free? They racing right down to the bakery. Oh, yes. I've always wondered, like, do bigots eat chocolate donuts? Or donuts with the chocolate sprinkles on them? Do bigots eat, like, stuff, they don't like color? Do bigots just eat plain ass donuts? Or do they eat glazed donuts because they're lighter? Plain donut would be a darker donut. Glazed donuts are lighter. Do bigots just not like any color? Or do they eat dark donuts? Do they eat apple fritters? Apple fritters, apple fritters kind of damn near like my complexion. Maybe even a little darker. And then you got them chocolate donuts. You got them, not one buffer or pixelated picture. Awesome. I wonder if bigots eat donuts with color in them. Like, do they eat donuts with the red frosting and the sprinkles? They call Indian the red man. Do they eat them like that? Yellow frosting for the Asian people. Do they only eat donuts with white frosting on them? I'd like to know. That's just a random ass question. Are you so against the color thing that you don't eat nothing with color in it? Do they only eat white meat? Do bigots only eat breast and wings? They don't eat thighs and legs? They don't eat dark meat? I want to see a bigot go into a restaurant and be like, don't give me no dark meat. I don't want no dark meat. Yes, you do, motherfucker. Bigots are the biggest predators of black women, especially bigoted men. Bigoted men love a black woman. They love a black woman when it comes to sexual shit. Oh, yes, they do. Yeah. And there's a few Caucasians. Sorry about that. I might have dropped right quick because I had to kick the alarm. It was 1:56. So, yeah, there might have been, you know, you have to, think about it. Do they not like dark meat? I be wondering shit like that. Like, if you so white and you don't like nothing with color in it, do you just stay away from drums and thighs? I'll take all the leg quarters. You love black women to do what? Yeah, I had to mute for a quick second because I had to knock the alarm off. The alarm goes through the phone. So I had to knock the alarm off. So, yep, for that brief second. Or are you saying you love black women too? Like TOO. You meant like two, like also. I thought you had something else to say on that, brother. Like you love black women to be black women. I mean, I don't know. Thanks for being up on it, Freak, because I got to know that if this is a safe haven for my streams. Real shit. Let's be real with it. Fuck it. Since I'm up in this motherfucker, let's be real with it. Tell me if I get better or worse. Because this is truly where I'm going to probably be sitting when I start some of these motherfuckers. I get you. It was just a grammatical situation that you had going on there. I saw two, and I thought that might have been a fragmented sentence, but you were saying I love black women too, like I love black women also, and that was TOO. That's what I'm a words guy. If you haven't noticed yet, knowledge, I'm a words guy. I notice things word. And boy, I didn't even know there was a little dip. I ain't parked all the way back here. There's a little dip in this parking lot, so I'm sitting kind of back. And I ain't even got my chair all the way back. I like this. I like this enough to light up again. And to everybody new in here, I smoke hemp when I'm in the car. I know I got a lot of trolls out here who are, he's smoking weed. He's smoking weed. No, I smoke hemp in the car, which is perfectly legal in all 50 states, even the little racist ones. We're still federally fucked with cannabis, but, I don't know why they bother with people with cannabis. Go catch that motherfucker on crystal meth. Go catch that motherfucker doing crystal meth and drinking White Claw. Stop fucking with people with cannabis. God damn it. So, yep, I'm sitting and so if the signal is good right here, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. I can literally just step outside, jump in the truck. Yes, you can. You can buy CBD in stores near you. I think I'm going to take my grandson his pick and his pro line. Uh-oh, just got a grocery list. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 6 items on a grocery list. 6 items on a grocery list. 4 of them are for Kai. If she don't rule my movements, I don't know what does. And these just ain't no regular grocery store. I gotta go to the wholesale outlet, to the buyers club to get her shit. Ain't no point in getting her no shit from Kroger's. She'll be out of it this weekend. We gotta go load up. That damn box got 180 diapers in it. Ain't no point in going to get no damn diapers, a 24-pack. Shit, we got her for 4 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Shit. So, what I saw with the Floyd family, no, I don't believe the Floyd family felt like they got justice. I can't at least say that. I think they know they didn't get justice. But I don't think that they know that all they got was a verdict. Because at this point, without that George Floyd policing bill, which by name alone, I'm like, why does it have to be named George Floyd? But when that didn't get done before the verdict, when that didn't get done before the, what do you call it? The sentencing, when it didn't get done, hell, when it didn't get done before they took the 18 million, 27 million, but Ben Crump got his 33% off the top. Ben said, give me my cut. So when they got they 18 million, and you saw how people started dressing different, you notice the gear got different for the family. That's what we need to know, Tam. We need to know what's in them 22 pages. And did you hear the stay tuned, Tam? Did you hear the stay tuned from Derek Chauvin? He said he got a surprise for him. Something that's going to bring him peace of mind. I don't want to hear shit else about Uncle Ben Crump. They got different once they got the bag. They got different. They whole suit games changed up. You know, somebody went out and bought a t-shirt press. They was pressing up all kind of t-shirts and shit. Kyrie bought him a house. Kyrie Irving bought him a house. Salute to that young brother. He's one of the more conscious brothers out here doing athletic entertainment type shit. Bought him a house. Here, let me just go ahead and break y'all off this crib. Make sure the baby girl's taken care of. Kanye paid for her education in whatever she does in life. Who was it? Barbara Streisand or Bette Midler? Who was it? It was one of them, you know, middle-aged white entertainers. Got her some Disney stock or something crazy. Like she got money. She got money. Let me add to that, Tam. Let me add to that, okay? And I'm going to take you out of the disclaimerville, too. I'm going to take you out of the disclaimerville right now. I think you've proven your worth in these situations that everybody kind of knows that you ain't on no fuck shit, that you ain't on no white supremacist race soldier shit. So when you say just my opinion, understand, it's all of our opinions. It's all of our opinions. So we understand your opinion. Was that Jane Fonda? It might have been Jane Fonda. Somebody gave baby girl some Disney stock. But where I got a problem with what Tam said, she said that money should have been for the child. George Floyd got 2 other kids too. From what I was told, he had 3 children, y'all. I think this is the last song on this track. Oh, no, we still got time. We got 20 minutes. Oh, because I didn't play it the whole time. Nina Turner just posted a new fleet. Take a look before it's gone. Okay, I'll get that. I know Nina Turner got some good things happening, and hopefully she does get that successful Senate seat. That money should have been for his children, but I have heard that he has 3 kids, not 1. They've only paid attention to this 1. I want to know where them other 2 children are. But you just keep in mind that you ain't got to keep saying just my opinion. I know why you're saying it, and I respect it. But you know what? It's all of our opinions here. You here for the right reasons. Uh-oh. How he reached his decision and why. That's why the bogus the judge dodged the bullets he would have gotten had he read it out loud. Let me see. Since we all sitting here all friendly and all, George Floyd's daughter. I got fat fingers, y'all. Disney stock. Barbara Streisand. Barbara Streisand, George Floyd's 6-year-old daughter, she was 6 at the time, is officially a Disney stockholder thanks to Barbara Streisand. This is before we even found out it was 9 minutes and 29 seconds. They were still saying 8:46. Earlier this month, the Board of Regents of Texas Southern University, TSU, announced it was offering to provide Jana with a full scholarship should she wish to attend the university. We'll take that. We'll take that. Kanye West donates $2 million to pay for college tuition. We'll take that. Thanks, Yeezy. And Kyrie had already bought the house. Disney stockholder. And you know goddamn well she didn't just give her 2 stocks. She didn't just give her 2 stocks. She gave her some shit. Barbara Streisand? Shit. We got like a couple conversations going here. Judge's sentence report is what it's called. I'm not sure exactly where that conversation is happening. So, George Floyd's, I'm going to go. George Floyd's kids or children. Bam. I believe his brothers got the money. Always doing that crazy shit where the Bluetooth goes out and comes back. George Floyd got a Wikipedia. Do they list his kids? It says he's got 5 kids. George was the oldest of 5 siblings. And has 5 children, including 2 daughters, the 6-year-old who is now 7, the 22-year-old, she's probably 23, that's the daughters, an adult son, And he also has 2 grandchildren. I don't know where the other, that's 1, 2, 3. I don't know where the other 2 children are. The city of Minnesota settled a wrongful death lawsuit with Floyd's family for $27 million. Does not specify who the monies went to, but I'm believing that they went to his brothers. I don't believe either one of his parents are living. Next of kin, isn't next of kin your children? Isn't the next of kin, when you have children, don't they bump your siblings? Let's see, they said he had here. Oh man, no. No, I'm not doing this. Fuck you. No. I'm not saving any of this shit. What the fuck is that? These fucking, what do you call them? I don't know. They just pop up on your page. How many children did George? Okay, so we'll go here. George Floyd have. George Floyd. How many children? Okay, Floyd is said to have had 5 children, including 2 daughters who live in Houston, 6 and 22, and an adult son. Where are the other 2 kids? I've seen 2 things that says he has 5 kids, but only 3 are accounted for. Where are the other 2 children? Supposed to be put in a trust, absolutely. People can act on her behalf, but she can't get no bread. That 22-year-old would probably be eligible for her bread. But what about, and the son, sounds like he's an adult, he's over 22. But where is the money? These are things that we lose sight of as people. We hear people get the settlement. But then nothing. Like if Breonna Taylor had been married, that money would have went to Kenneth Walker, who tried to save her life. Instead, it went to her mama, who I ain't too fond of. Seeing that Kenneth Walker had to motherfucking get a GoFundMe to get his legal fees taken care of, and she's sitting on a bag. This is the man that tried to protect your daughter. And you couldn't give him a little money for a legal fund? Tyler Perry had to reach out? You let Madea get there before Mama Dear got there? Okay. He got nothing. Now, she may have gave him something in the behind the scenes, but seeing that she didn't help him out with his fucking legal fees, I have a hard time that he got money, because they was just talking about how he was financially strapped a couple months ago. He wasn't living good in the hood. Oh no. Oh no. I guess since I got to reboot it, I got to go back up. We'll just keep it going here. But I am firmly impressed that I can sit here. Yeah. Yeah, he had a GoFundMe page. Tyler Perry donated 100 G's to it. 425 hitters. Bam, 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 bam. I don't know if that's a tax thing or what. Or maybe it overloads the circuit if you do the 100 all at one time. It ain't like Tyler had to break it up. It ain't like he had to put something on it. But he gave him $100,000. Because Breonna Taylor's mama hadn't gave him shit. Man, we done did 62 minutes in this motherfucker. Don't even really seem like we did. I guess I am feeling better. I guess my voice is back. Because if I had felt my shit getting weak, I'd have got up off of here. I'm not going to stress my vocal cords for nothing but my grandchildren. And they don't make me do it. I don't even have to raise my voice at them. I really got to drop my shit. I got to put the bass in it. Phil Onis was the spokesperson at the beginning. So he got the bag and has been controlling it. Who was that? Phil Onis? Who's Phil Onis? Oh, you talking about George Floyd's brother? Philonis? Yeah, Philonis is probably the executive. He's the one whose suit game changed first. Philonis' suit game changed before everybody else's game. Yep. Philonis. His young daughter and his 22-year-old are in Texas, Houston area. What you got? I might put me a dartboard in the back. There's a cork board on the back. I might put me a dartboard on the back. Play darts out here. I'm already thinking about putting a basketball hoop up here just so my grandson can come out and shoot. I'm really excited about this Friedman Media. Hopefully I can generate some same type of initial traction as I did with Blackwatch, you know. And like I said, just kept getting bogged down with the peasants. And I can't fuck with peasants where I am now. I'm beyond it. I'm above it. And I told y'all in about 3, 4, 5 streams ago where the Blackwatch came from. I'm confused. She said he brushed her teeth every night. How long was he in Minneapolis? I remember her saying that. Now, here's the thing. He was in Minneapolis. You know what? I really can't look this up right now and stay functional on the screen. He was back and forth because he got in some trouble. And I think he might have been downstairs. It says in a passenger seat, Jana, who is now 7, but in the photo was taken a few years ago. Looks as if she was 3 or 4. So that's when he was down in Texas. Yeah, see, that's what's happening there. This is a few years ago. And I'm not for certain if there is a learning disability with the youngin. I've heard plenty of 7-year-olds talk throughout my life. raise 7-year-old girls. And I'm not saying everybody was going to talk like my children. Everybody didn't need to talk like my children. But she didn't sound 7. She sounded younger than 7. She sounded like, there's been a developmental stage. Obviously, she's had a developmental hindrance. Her father was killed in front of the world. So there's been a stoppage. You got to understand. There's been a stoppage of growth with Jonna Floyd. There's a stoppage of growth. She didn't sound like your average 7-year-old. It's the other reason I didn't like them interviewing her the way they did. She's been the butt of a lot of jokes. A lot of nasty jokes. Which lets you know how these race soldiers get down. That's why they don't see our children, let alone our women. They don't see our children as children. They just see them as objects. That's why they can brutalize and rape them and throw them away. The kind of men that comment on these big threads and say negative, nasty shit about a 7-year-old child would be the same ones who would throw a child in the back of a pickup, go off into the woods, and rape her and leave her there for dead. Yeah, those are the same kind. They're just on the computer. They're just on the computer there. Yeah, she has a speech impediment. She did. She did sound like Forrest Gump. Very like a hiccupy dialect. Sure. Man, I'm about out of coffee. I am out of coffee. But I'm afraid to move. The goddamn stream been going too good. I don't want to pixelate. I don't want to skip. Done got me shook. I like a nice solid stream. We need a couple of these in a row anyway. We've had some bad streams lately. Content be good, but the fucking signal's fucked up. You know what? Here's the thing though, Tam. Them motherfuckers wasn't prepared either when they came to court yesterday. Their statements were read. Are you trying to tell me you're given about, 90 seconds to 120 seconds to state your piece? I don't actually even know if there is a time limit, to be honest with you. I don't even know if there is a time limit. But they showed up there. With prepared written material. There it is, coached. Say this, but don't say that. Say it this way, but don't say it that way. Very structured. You got the nephew up there calling his uncle George Floyd. He didn't call him Uncle George. He didn't put no humanistic flair onto it. He didn't put no kinfolk flair onto it. He said George Floyd. Now, I can see it if his name was George Henderson and his middle name was Floyd and everybody down south called him George Floyd. They do that a lot. They call you by your first and your middle name. Hey, George Floyd. And his last name be Henderson. George Floyd Henderson. But his name is George Floyd. He called him first and last name. He didn't call him Uncle George. He didn't call him Uncle George, Uncle G, Big Unc. He called him George Floyd. If you third person writing motherfuckers don't stop it, Somebody wrote that statement for him. He didn't write that shit himself. Somebody wrote that shit for him. Bitch ass shit. He the one that said Joe Biden said he didn't want to do a quick bill. He wanted to do the right bill. Where it at? Where it at? Where the bill at? Now we a month after the anniversary. Like raw carp with the mud vein in it. That fishy. Absolutely not. I tell you who did get personal though. Derek Chauvin's mama got up there and got personal. That heifer got up there and got personal. Derek Chauvin's mama said, "You take Derek away from me. You can't do that." She didn't even acknowledge the Floyd family and say, "I'm sorry my son took your daddy, your brother, and everybody away from you." She said, "Don't take Derek away from me." Don't take my Derek away from me. Oh, yeah. She had no regard for the Floyd family. Right this way. That's your seat right over there. Came in there looking just like she had stepped off a motherfucking Greyhound. With 2 paper bags. Bitch, you ain't even got luggage. She stepped up. And wasn't she the only motherfucker that came to his defense? That's the first time I saw somebody personally come to his defense. Where is Derek Chauvin's wife at? I know they doing this thing like they faking like they getting divorced and shit, so they don't fuck with their properties and shit when they do the civil suit. But where is his wife at? She ain't showed up either. You said straight trailer. Yeah, she lives on a lot. Derek probably got her a double wide, you know. No, he probably got her a double wide. You know, he done did enough dirty cop work. He probably put that money to work. All the money he stole from dope dealers in 19 years. He probably put that to work, bought her a house. She got a Buick LeSabre. He got her a Buick LeSabre. He got her a gently used Buick LeSabre and a double wide, I'm sure. Yeah, that wife is gone. She's trying to protect her assets. That's just wishful thinking. I'm looking down in my coffee cup, like hoping something's there. Ain't nothing in there. That's just wishful thinking. Where am I at with it? You know what? Yeah, man, I like the fact that we had a clean stream. Got that double decker? Got that double decker. Both. BOAF. Both. And wasn't his wife Asian? Wait till I start getting on the motherfucker, and then I just grab the phone and shit if I'm not on the laptop, and I just grab the phone and just walk up out the building, pop it in, and take off. Won't be long now. I'll start one knowing I'm going to get mobile. I'll start one in there, and then end up walking out, getting in the car, and riding. I'm about to fuck with some people. I have not. Do you think he's out?
Hello, you have reached the Livingston County Jail. We are located at 150 South Highlander Way in the city of Powell, which is at the southwest corner of Grand River and Highlander Way. Please listen carefully to the following options. For inmate mail and mailing information, please press 1. For court dates, bonds, and all court contact information, press 2. For inmate visitation, press 3. To arrange for inmate calling, press 4. For deposits to inmate commissary, press 5. For all other questions related to the Livingston County Jail, please press 6. Thank you.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Explain why he didn't get out, please, Tam.
This is County Sheriff's Office, Deputy Turkey.
Good afternoon, sir. I was calling to check the status of an inmate, Ryan Lee Nguyen.
What was the last name?
The last name is Lee Nguyen, LE-NGUYEN.
All right, what do you want to know about him?
Is he still there?
Yes, he is.
Okay, that's just trying to confirm. There was a rumor that he had bonded out, but I heard that he was still, that his status was still there. So we just wanted to confirm.
Yep, he's still here.
We're concerned citizens from Washtenaw County, and we're in the neighborhood where his situation took place. So just making sure.
Yep, understandable, sir.
Thank you, sir. You have a great afternoon. I appreciate your help.
Not a problem, sir. You too.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Did y'all hear that? Was that clear? He's right where he needs to be. He's right where he needs to be. Well, I ain't gonna keep y'all no longer. I appreciate y'all. Hopefully this went out to YouTube, Facebook, through the link on Twitter. That's another promise I'm gonna make. It's another promise I'm gonna make. I'm going to get more active on Twitter as Friedman Media comes into full effect. I'm telling you, man, I just don't follow them Twitter conversations the right way. I say some shit and I wait for the person to say something. They don't say nothing. Come back 3 hours later and it's like, oh, they ran you off. Like, I wasn't here. You know, I don't get the notifications and nothing. So it is what it is. Is what it is. But y'all be good. Appreciate your help in the chat. Tam, free Tam. See, I have a hard time when I say one's name before the other. Y'all know how I am with that, with the fairness thing. Everybody who checked in early. Shell Knowledge is here. Sue is here. Sister Shanna. At the beginning, I put the disclaimer up, Sister Shanna. I put it up. I put it up. Don't fuck with my shit. Fair usage. I only own the rights to my intellectual property, which means I own the rights to me, which means I'm a freedman, which means Friedman Media's coming. Peace, Knowledge. I don't know exactly when I'll be back, but I'll be back. One love. Love y'all.